easier?
Nothing. If anything, it's made it a lot harder. Now we have less time in classes to do work, and it's really hard to get things done at home when you have like no motivation, and there's kids at home that you have to take care of now that you're at home, and your parents are like, hey, now that you're home, you have time to clean. You have
good management skills and teachers that like help us out a lot, like make assignments easier for sure.
With the online school, there seems to be more effort in like making sure that students know what assignments they need to get done by a certain deadline, while also incorporating time in class to work on those assignments as well.
I think that the Canvas system has really helped. I'm able to do my work whenever I want at my house. I have access to all my assignments and information I need to get them done.
I think more communication has been really good for us. We have learned to communicate with our teachers more, and we've become way more closer to our teachers.
Being trapped at home doing your artwork, it helps you learn how to be independent with your artwork.
It was easier because you would like have your own time to do things, and you could like manage your time in that way.
Able to challenge myself more because I've had to be more self-reliant, and so I've learned a lot to like force myself to have intentional like habits for learning.
Freedom from worry. You know, there's this constant underlying fear and uncertainty, and things are constantly changing. You know, a lot of people just want stability, and it kind of wears on you to have to keep changing so much.
What's been challenging for me is mostly online work and the discrepancies between like what each person knows behind technology. Some teachers know a lot, some teachers don't know anything, and work going on Canvas just doesn't work. And also, especially group projects has been really, really hard.
the sheer amount of assignments online, it's been hard to transition to from mostly paper to online. That's been hard. You have time. We don't have time, and our teachers are giving us more schoolwork than we've ever had before.
It's been more challenging in a way to teach ourselves, especially in certain subjects like math. You couldn't get that extra help that you needed if you needed it.
I haven't really been motivated, so that's really hard. There's just been a lot of changes, and so I feel like I don't really have the energy or motivation to do anything, and that's really hard. People as often. I have a hearing problem, so not seeing masks makes it really hard for me to lip read.
There's classes that are very difficult to take because it's a very hands-on.
It's been challenging when they were switching up a bunch, going from phase 1 to phase 2 to 2.5. It's just hard to plan out a schedule, and then a bunch of stuff ended up getting canceled.
Para mí las clases online, tener que usar el barbijo todo el tiempo, la distancia social, eso ha sido más difícil. It's challenging just having to do more work by ourselves.
We have less time in class, so we also have to use our own resources online on our computers to learn, as well as from our teachers in class.
Yeah, not having enough like actual art supplies at my own house, it has been a challenge.
Getting distracted. You can get distracted really easily.
Yes.
I've really missed extracurricular activities because for some reason sports, they seem to be able to do a lot of the same things as before, but the arts for some reason has seemed to kind of have to fall back, and we've been able to do a lot less this year than
being able to see people's faces is something I really miss. I miss being at school for longer times. I really like being at school because that's where I get things done, and I feel accomplished when I get things done.
It was just like getting that whole high school experience, meeting all these new people, the school dances, cafeteria even.
Like, I need someone physically with me to ask questions, so it's been really hard learning by myself.
For my classes like woodshop, I miss having that extra time to get my projects done, and also just miss having like the hangout areas in the hall, talking to friends, whatnot.
I liked how interactive it was with like other students, and we could like collaborate on things, and that was a lot of fun. I miss that a lot.
You know, there's a lot of just weird disconnects because you're wearing a mask all the time.
I think the biggest thing will be to understand and communicate better.
Personally, I think that the whole system needs an overhaul because it's really obvious that the current system we have isn't good for our mental health.
Learn materials not in quantity, but quality.
And learn to value each other a little bit more and have assignments that are more focused on the essential work instead of just busy work.
Learn how to communicate with students better and your teachers. Keep that same communication going.
I think we should keep online learning platforms up and running for anyone that maybe can't make it to school, or just for anyone who maybe struggles in a classroom environment when it's too distracting, just to have that online, like all the material is in one place and have that as an option for them.
I think through this trial, everyone being separated, it's actually brought us closer together.